Arizona has no shortage of incredible restaurants, and today I want to take you behind the scenes to a hidden gem that you might not know about. Now, this restaurant is actually truly hidden because it's inside of a hotel. I definitely feel like restaurants inside of hotels tend to be overlooked, especially here in Arizona. Now, I'll be the first to admit, a lot of times when I do travel, the food in the hotels is not all that great. But over here in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the Grand Hyatt Scottsdale Resort, they just went through a huge $200 million renovation, brought in celebrity chef Richard Blais to create some new concepts for their hotel. And so today I want to take you behind the scenes so you can get a first look at exactly what the restaurant experience is truly like. Now, if you end up enjoying this video, make sure to not only like and follow, but drop a comment and let me know what's another restaurant that you would love to see more in-depth behind the scenes of. I do a lot of videos on my social, but they tend to be a little shorter, and so I'm going to be using YouTube as the platform to really give you a full in-depth look at the behind the scenes of these restaurants. Now, if you haven't been to this resort yet, it is beautiful. Definitely a great spot to grab a drink up at the bar, check out the views. They do live music here all the time, but they just went through a $200 million renovation, and it definitely shows. Now, finding the restaurant's actually really simple. When you walk in, you're going to go to the right down the steps and you'll see the sign La Zozzona. The restaurant's actually broken up into two segments. The first part is more of like their restaurant lobby. You can grab a drink up at the bar, eat some bites, and just relax by the fireplace if you don't want the full restaurant experience. Now, of course, we're going to go inside for the full experience, but if you do stop by, make sure to make a reservation as it does fill up pretty quickly. Their customer service is on point, so they will help and do their best to accommodate you as best as they can. Customer service is a huge point for me because the food could be incredible, but if the customer service is not there, then it really just ruins the whole experience. Now, right after you sit down, they'll give you a welcome champagne, and it's actually good champagne too, so definitely enjoy that. They have some great cocktails. One of my favorite is their smoked old fashioned. It comes in this huge container filled with smoke. They do a little tableside presentation, which is always fun. And they also have a build your own spritz bar, which I think is pretty unique. I've played around with a couple of the different flavors, and honestly, you can't go wrong with any of them. But if you want my personal favorite, take one of the Amaros, mix it with the blood orange, and it is a fantastic combination. They also have some great local beers, some zero proof cocktails as well for those of you who don't drink. But in addition to that welcome champagne, they'll also bring over some house-made focaccia, so even if you don't drink, you're still getting taken care of. And they use some really high-quality olive oil to create this really delicious olive oil and herb spread that just goes perfectly with the focaccia. Now, they have some great appetizers to choose from. There's quite a bit of a selection, and this time around, I ended up choosing a couple of new things that I haven't tried before. Their Parmesan tarts, honestly, this was so amazing. It has a huge scoop of caviar on top too, which is just that extra chef kiss. But I also never got to try their mozzarella stick, and yes, that is one mozzarella stick. It's massive, super cheesy, and it has some nice truffle shavings on top, along with their homemade marinara sauce. This is honestly one of my favorite bites here. It was just so well balanced, really cooked well, and just had a ton of amazing flavor behind it. The hamachi crudo I've had a couple times here. It's always so good. The fish is super tender. It's almost falling apart as I pick it up. And they have some great burrata options as well. Olive and sea salt. I went with the basil and pesto. There's even a caviar version as well. Super fresh, really creamy, and it goes perfectly with their homemade toast. Now, the overall menu is, of course, Italian, so you're going to get a great selection of homemade pastas to choose from, along with cuts and chops. These are bigger entrees that are perfect for sharing as well. All the pastas are made in-house, so you're getting very fresh, high-quality ingredients. One of my personal favorites is the spaghetti and clams. You're getting those delicious seafood bits, and that pasta is cooked to a perfect al dente. One of the hidden gems on the menu, definitely the chicken parm. Not only is it huge, but you get this perfect Parmesan crust that just is so delicious. There's also some great sides that pair really well with your meal. The carrots and potatoes are two of my top favorites here. Super tender carrots, lots of great flavors, a little pistachio in there as well. And of course, who doesn't love a nice crispy smashed potato? Now, of course, any great meal is not complete without some amazing desserts. The team here does a great job at not only making sure the desserts look nice, but they also taste as good as they look, which of course is so important. La Zozzona is definitely one of those spots that I always recommend to people to go to in Arizona. It's that hidden gem that just delivers great food, great service, and an overall great experience. So if you haven't been to La Zozzona yet, you have to try it.